So the next kind of sleeve that we are drafting is a tulip sleeve. Tulip is spelled Tulip, or wrap. Okay, a wrap sleeve or a tulip sleeve, this is how it is spelled. So the first step is to draft your simple basic block, sleeve pattern, simple basic sleeve pattern. I am going to use 2 for you here, but it's not compulsory you use 2 patterns to achieve it. Alright, so these are 2 basic sleeves that I'm going to use. So now the first thing is you determine how deep you want your depth to be. Alright, the opening down, you determine how high or low you want it to be. So for me, I think I want let's say 3.5 inches. Alright, I'm going to have that 3.5 inches, and then the next thing I'm going to do is just to run my curve through like so. Now it depends on how you want your shape to be. To some people, they can use curves. It can go inside like this. Some people can go inside like that. You can use a straight line to achieve it. Whichever one is convenient for you, just go ahead and do it. So what you do is, I've determined my depth. My depth is here, and I'm going to connect it to this end here, and then this end here. Alright, so this is what we are doing, but I would advise you use the back, because if you are going to use one pattern, for instance, if you use the front, the front, you already have a depth. If you use the front, it means you're going to have depth at that side. But if you use the back, you can still trim out your front from there. But if you're not feeling too lazy, I would advise you to do both front and back, like I want to use my 2 sleeves now. Okay, so this is my curve, and I've drawn a curve towards this end. Don't forget, I have my depth of 3 inches. So I'm going to come here. I've drawn at the back. I'm going to mark the same 3.5 here also. Alright, and then I connect to the front. This is the front. Now I've done for the back, and then I connect to the front also. So this is the front, and this is still the back. So then we cut it. And then we cut this also. Okay, so these are our two pieces. Then we already have the center, so I'm going to merge the center together like so. You can see that we still have our original sleeve. Can you see? When you merge the center to center, this is the opening I'm talking about, the one you decide. You can decide that your own is not going to be as deep as 3.5. You can use 2.5. You can use 2 inches. You can use 1.5. You can use 4 if you really want it to go high. So by the time you cut your fabric, 2 pieces like this, you now put them together and baste. You run a temporary stitch over these 2 pieces here. Of course, you are going to finish this edge. You either use a bias strip to finish the edge, or you cut lining of the same of the same pattern also, and then to finish this edge, because you know this edge is definitely going to be rough, this edge and this edge. All right, so when you're done finishing that, you now baste the two together, baste from this end round. You can see that we still have our normal structured sleeve, and then when you baste here, you leave here like this, so that the effect of this opening can still be showing. Are we together? Then we are done with our tulips. So this is how to achieve a tulip or wrap sleeve. Sometimes you might be wondering, how did they get this sleeve? How did they, it's not a V, it's wrap. How did they get? So this is how to achieve a wrap sleeve or a tulip sleeve. So if we still have time, we're going to cut on a fabric and then still put you through how you're going to finish it up. So but this is how to draft your pattern. If you're not a beginner, this shouldn't be an issue for you. Once you draft your pattern, you add your seam allowances, then you are good to go. So okay.